Okay,
All
Dhaval.
right. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. So, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are absolutely audible, and we are watching you live right now, sir.
Great, great. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. So, again, before we begin, I would like to introduce myself once more. I am Dr. Dhaval Kataria from JG College of Commerce, Assistant Professor in the Department of English Communication and Coordinator, JG College of Commerce, MCOM Division. So, welcome back to the second day of the workshop that is conducted by ICMAI and the BAT chapter. Today, we are going to talk on two different things. And as usual, I hope this session is interactive. By the way, the session that we did yesterday, I received many feedbacks and I really enjoyed the session as well. Before we begin today's session, I would like to ask if there are any questions regarding yesterday's session. So, sir, if you can help me out, if there are any questions regarding yesterday's session, please shoot them out in the comment box, in the chat box, and then after we solve them out, sort them out, we can begin with today's session.
Sure, sir. If any
Or if
question, I will attend.
yeah, yeah. If you do not have any questions, you can definitely just mention that there are no questions and it was excellent. Or any suggestion or any feedback that you'd like to give in the chat box so that I know that we can proceed ahead.
Sure, sir.
All right. Okay. So for today's session, what I had thought was that today we talked about the sessions on interview. Yesterday we talked about drafting an effective resume, curriculum vitae, and the basic, discussion about the tips for facing an interview. So today I would like about your own self because yesterday there were many questions about the self development part, about the English part, about how to feel good about yourself, what happens if someone brings about your past and everything. So today I have had a special presentation ready for you people, which can help you develop yourself. The title is Communication with Yourself. How can you improve yourself? How can you communicate with yourself? How can you develop yourself? So I will share my screen now, and we can look forward to that. Okay, yes, so my screen is visible, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, Ahmedabad chapter, Communication Skills Development Program, and hello, I am Dr. Dhaval Kataria. Today is 5th January 2022. The topic for today, communication for self development. How to develop your own self, how to develop your own image, how to make your own image, how to create your own image, and how to develop that further. So, the first thing that I would mention here is dressing well is a way to tell others who you are without speaking. If you dress well, you do not have to introduce yourself. The respect comes. But the point is that even if you have dressed well, the manners that you carry should be equally well. If you're wearing a three-piece suit, but if you're not kind to others, then the best that you might have dressed is of no importance. So, yes, dressing well is a way to tell others who you are, and it does not need any words, but at the same time, your body language, the way you treat others, the way you feel about others, the way you talk about others, and the way you talk with others also plays a good role in that. So, the first part of today's session is what I'll be talking about related to dressing. A common guidelines, a common observation thing, common tips, a few suggestions, and a few pieces of advice that I'd like to mention, which you can follow. And I really hope that really works in your favor. The first thing that is always important is fitness, not the body fitness. Of course, that matters. But here we are talking about fit is king. That means the most dramatic improvement that you can make in your style is to make sure that everything fits impeccably. The clothes that you wear should fit you well. Of course, there are times when you feel like wearing comfortable clothes, loose pajamas, and loose clothings. When you're traveling, when you are ahead of yourself, when you're on a vacation, when you're having fun, when you're with your family, at that time, yes. But when you're presenting yourself, when you are meeting someone, at that time, fit outfits, outfits that fit you well, are definitely important. Make sure that everything you wear is almost hugging the shape of your body. It should not be too tight, it should not be too loose. Of course, there are certain clothes that are made that way, that are tailored that way, that it looks loose on you and that looks good as well. But for a professional level, for a higher level that we are talking about, to feel good about yourself, you should be wearing clothes that fit you well. The second thing, when you're wearing formal clothes, yesterday when we talked about formal clothes, yesterday when we mentioned about what are the things, what are the outfits that you can wear while going for an interview, change your view about the formals. Formal wear does not have to be boring. The colors that were always used for the formal clothes, the white and black, or the colors that we always used for the formal wear, it does not have to be so right now. You can wear the colors of your choice, the things that suit you, and you can experiment with that. You can have fun with the shirts, the collars of the shirt, the sleeves of the shirt, and the colors as well. Do not make your outfits boring. Make sure that you wear open colors, that means bright colors. Of course, we are not talking about neon colors and super bright colors that catches the eye at the very first moment and then hurts your eye as well. Here we're talking about different colors that can suit your personality. So experiment, right? Change your view about what formal clothes should look like. Again, in the last session, someone asked about the blazers as well. Blazers now, earlier, it was always a dark colored blazer. If you're wearing a blazer, it has to be the navy blue or black or certain darker shades of that. But now there are many other color options available in the blazers as well. There are casual blazers available as well, which you can wear. That means as the generation develops, the formal wear, the things that we thought about formal wear are now changing, and you can develop yourself. You can experiment with all these things. Top and bottom matching. Now, here what we are talking about is in the clothes part. That means you should avoid wearing t-shirt with formal pants unless you're going for golf or certain sports which require this outfit. But suppose when you're going for a formal gathering, then if you have formal pants, it should be paired with a formal shirt and a formal trouser, right? So make sure that the top part that you're wearing and the bottom part that you're wearing are matching. There are many actors who wear different sizes and different combinations that might or might not look good on them, but we as common people have to match the top and bottom part. A very important observation, a very important lesson that I have learned: never shop alone. What happens is that when you go to any shop, when you go to any showroom to buy clothes, the salespeople who are there, they are there on commission basis. So if they are able to sell a piece of outfit to you without caring if it looks good or not, they get their own commission. They do not care if it really looks good on you or not. So what happens is that they might praise you for something that does not look good. They might insist you on buying a certain piece of clothing which might not be the best selling outfit there. The point is that whenever you're going for shopping, never shop alone. Shop with a friend who will give you their honest opinion, or of course a family member who can give you an honest opinion about if the outfit that you're wearing suits you or not, suits your personality or not. So do not go for shopping alone. Stay a notch above. Now, this is very important when you're talking about yourselves, that when you go to any gathering, when you go to any function, or when you go to any meeting that you're going to attend, it is always better to be a little bit overdressed than underdressed in any setting. Suppose if you're going for an interview, like we mentioned in the earlier part, if you're wearing a formal trouser, if you're wearing a formal shirt, a little bit overdressed means adding a blazer to it. Of course, it is not necessary, it is not compulsory. But rather than being underdressed, if you just overdress just a little bit, just add on a blazer, or just add on a tie, or just add on a pocket square, that might look better. That might improve everything on a positive scale, right? So think about where and who you're going to be with, and just step it up just one notch, right? Of course, not overdressed as in super bridal theory, but a bit overdressed. Again, the last part, make sure that you're not better dressed than someone who is more important in a certain setting. And that means if you're going for a wedding, make sure that you're not more dressed than the bride and the groom. Of course, you should be best dressed, you should be more dressed than the other people who have gathered there, but not more dressed than the bride and the groom themselves. So a bit overdressed than underdressed in any setting. That means staying a notch above when it comes to the dressing part. Detail the details. The last thing on is usually first thing that is noticed. Mind the details instead of throwing together the main parts of your outfit. Suppose if you're wearing a shirt of your choice, trousers of your choice, if just one thing can change, suppose you can just add a scarf to your blazer, a pocket square to your blazer. Or suppose if you're wearing a red shirt with white trousers, then if you've added white detailed threading or a little motif on your shirt, just a little thing. If you're going to a tailor, just ask them to make your black shirt. Instead of using a black thread, use, let us say, a gray thread, not white because that is very prominent. Use a gray thread. Pair it with a great pair of trousers. That would look excellent. Trust me, because these are the minor things that matter. If you think that that is too much, then just a little bit of that. If you're wearing a collared shirt, just the collar of the shirt can use a gray thread. That would look detailed, that would look very decent, and that will make people understand the way you dress, the way you are, the way you carry yourself. So, minor details like including a scarf, including a pocket square, a special stitch pattern, or even the way you can tie your knot. We all wear ties on different occasions, but if we can wear our tie with a different knot in a different pattern, that can also make a lot of difference. If you can Google, there are hundreds of varieties in which you can tie your knot. Just a piece of tie, of course, but you can tie it in a different way. And that can look more elegant, that can look more classy, that can add a charm to the entire outfit. So, detail the details. Invest in footwear. The word that we have used here is investing, not spending. Okay, because shoes reflect personality. I believe all of you might have heard this sentence very many times, that when you meet a certain person, the first thing that you generally observe about the person is the way that they are carrying their footwear. So shoes reflect your personality. That shows that you are a person of taste. So show that you're a person of taste by getting a great pair of shoes and keeping them in pristine condition. Now, the point is that generally what happens is that we do buy a great pair of shoes, but we wear it so often and we wear it in a regular routine life as well, and they're not maintained properly. So they are not dusted well, they are not polished. It is not kept in the pristine condition that they should be kept. What I suggest, what I do is I keep a pair of shoes, especially for such functions. Just have two pairs of shoes. I am not asking you to buy the entire showroom. Two pairs of shoes, one for the regular wear and one for such important events, for some important functions or gatherings where you can show it off. I actually use the word show it off because that is an investment that you made for yourself. That is an investment that you made to reflect your personality. So invest in footwear, show that you are a person of great taste, buy a good pair of shoes and keep them in pristine conditions. Even when once the meeting is done, this is one thing that is very common, and that is one thing that is very important as well, that once the meeting is over, once you're back home, do not just put the shoes back in the shoe rack. Clean it once more, polish it once more, and you can keep the box safe. You can put the shoes back in the box with possibly a little plastic cover or a paper cover so that it does not catch moisture, right? So keep them in pristine condition throughout the year. Disregard trends. Now, this is what we generally do when we go to buy clothes or when we go to get our clothes tailored. You know, when there are weddings, that is a wedding season. So when we go to buy clothes for the wedding season, the first question that we generally ask is, "Atyare in શું છે?" What is the in thing right now? What is trending right now? The point is, it is trending right now. Yes, you can buy that, you can flaunt it, you can wear it for this event. Yes, but trends go away. Trends go away day wise, week wise, month wise, season wise. But if you already purchased an outfit regarding the trend in mind, would you be able to wear the same outfit after a year, after a few years, if you fit in that, of course? Then that might not look very trendy at that part, at that time. So disregard trends. Do not buy anything just because it is in right now. Stick to what you truly like. Suppose, for example, boys, men, if you're going to buy a kurta, then the simplest kurta, the pattern, is the center button. And what is in for the season is, suppose there are cowl kurtas or suppose there are draped kurtas. Right now, it looks decent, it looks good. But after a year, it might not be in trend. The simplest pattern is always in trend. The simplest colors are always in trend. The word that we use is evergreen, right? So do not think about the trend that is going on right now. The people who actually bring in the trends, the Bollywood celebrities or the other celebrities in general, they can afford that. They wear a particular outfit for once or twice and then they can discard it. But for us, we cannot do that. If you bought an outfit that costs a bunch of rupees, then we should definitely be using it once more or twice more or many times more. Then if it goes out of trend, it will be of no use, right? So disregard trends. Do not buy something just because it is in right now. Stick to what you truly like. Don't be brand conscious. There are people who just go on saying that I only wear the clothes of this brand. Men and women, that is okay if you wear outfits which are not branded. The point is, suppose if you're buying something, if you are deciding to purchase something, would you buy that just because it is a branded piece of cloth, or you are actually going to buy it because of the quality and the style that it offers? The same shirt that you can buy for suppose 500, the same pattern, the same fabric, just because of a tag that is posted there, would you actually spend 1000 rupees more for just a piece of cloth that you can actually get for just like more less than half the price? Think about it. The point is that if you are loyal to a brand, they are not being loyal to you. If you continuously wear the brands of the clothes or the outfits of one particular brand, they're not going to come to your place and say, "Oh, we are very proud of you. Here, a shirt as a gift." They're not going to do that. It is good for their sales. It might not be good for our pockets. So do not be brand conscious. Before you decide to purchase an item, ask yourself if you're buying it simply because of the brand name or because you actually love the quality and the style. By the way, I'm not against any brand. You can wear the branded things if you wear. This is just a personal suggestion, just a personal observation. Ask yourself, would I buy this if there was no logo on it? Think about it and then go for shopping. Cultivate your image. Now, uh, a personal experience that I'd like to mention here, I'd like to share here, that when I joined uh, a particular company, I always wore a different type of clothes. I have always been comfortable in the traditional wear, Indian traditional wear, that is kurta and pajama. So I always wore kurta and pajama to my workplace. The people who worked with me never thought that that could look so comfortable and so decent. Because generally, what we feel is that if we are in a particular situation, we need to dress up according to that image only. And slowly, the image that was cultivated about me was that I can carry formals, I can carry traditionals, I can wear casuals as well. Cultivate your own image. Let me give you a perfect example for that. When you think about Amitabh Bachchan, sir, let's say, the image that comes to your mind is that he always carries excellent outfits. At the same time, if you think about another Bollywood celebrity, Ranveer Singh, we know the kinds of outfit that he carries. It looks excellent on him. Of course, you can have different opinions about that. But the point is that he has cultivated an image about himself. Both of them have cultivated an image about themselves. That means if we think about Ranveer Singh, we think about a particular outfit. If we think about Amitabh Bachchan, Sarji, we think about a particular outfit, right? So every person can have a particular image. Suppose if you continuously wear shirts, then you have that image of wearing shirts. If you continuously wear t-shirts, then that is your image. You are a casual, fun-loving person. Suppose if you keep on wearing blazers every day, that is your image. If you keep on wearing kurta pajama traditional outfits every day, that becomes your image. That means people now know you with that image, know you, associate you with that image. The point is, never underestimate the power of what you wear. That is what you are. The rest of the world sees what you drape on your frame. What you wear should be your personality, should be who you are, should shout to the world saying that you are this kind of personality. Don't think about what the others might say about yourself or your clothing. If you find that comfortable, if you find that good, you should wear that. Okay? Cultivate your image. Get real feedback. Most of your friends and family are not going to go out of their way to tell you what looks bad. Okay, there are certain friends, there are certain people who would keep on saying, this doesn't look good on you. But what looks good on you, they might not be able to tell you. You actually have to ask for it at times. In fact, ask anyone and everyone you trust to tell you the truth. Ask your best friend, buy a new shirt, or when you're going to buy a new shirt, ask your friend, ask your partner, or I'm on Instagram. The ID is mentioned just there, Dhaval Kataria. You can just send a photo to me. I will definitely help you out. But the point is that if you're going to buy something, get real feedback. The salesperson might not help you the way he should. You might get confused with a few other clothings or outfits that are there for you. Let others help you out. All right. So this was about the feedback part. And the last part, experiment. The only way you will really learn if a particular outfit suits you or not is if you go out and try new things. Make an effort to try something completely out of your comfort zone when you're at a store. Try something new. Try something that you've never worn before. It might be possible that you will end up loving something. It might be very random. You never thought that you would actually wear a pink colored shirt, or let's say a red colored, sharp, bright red colored shirt. You might not have worn that till now. Try that. It might really look good on you. Okay? Do not have any bias, do not have any borders in your mind about clothing. The point is that if it suits you, excellent. If it does not, it was just a mistake and life goes on. Right? So experiment wildly, not just with outfits, but with every other experiment, with every other experience. Do that, live life fully. Okay. This was about the clothing part, about the outfit part. If there are any questions related to outfits, please shoot. Sir, can you help me if there are any questions?
Sir, no question right now. So,
Okay,
yes.
great. Okay, we can just give a moment, a minute. If you think about anything, just let me know. I'm here for a minute. Let's take a break of a minute before we move on to the actual second part of the presentation. Okay, if there are no questions, at least mention that there are no questions. Okay, utna to kar lo yaar. The point is that I cannot read the chat box right now, unfortunately. So if you can help me with that, that should be great.
Sir, just one question from Rakesh
Yeah.
about the watches.
Yes. About
Watches and sorry, sir, watches and glasses.
watches and glasses. Okay. Uh, okay, now I'm on YouTube as well. Thank you, sir. Nice arrangement. GPT, definitely yes. Okay, watches and glasses. Can we go to those PPTs? Yes, you can. Okay, now glasses. When it comes to glasses, if you're talking about अगर आपको चश्मे हैं और वो नंबर के चश्मे की आप बात कर रहे हैं, then try different, experiment with different shapes and different sizes. Okay, please do that. Try karo, experiment karo with the shape that suits your face. Okay, every person has a different face cut. Every person looks better in a different kind of arrangement of glasses. So try and experiment. Of course, right now the technology is so ahead that you can actually sit in the comfort of your home and can try on glasses through 3D effect and see what looks good on you, right? So you can try that at home, you can try that in shop, see what looks good on you, try and experiment, and then you can wear the choice that you find best. Watch, what I suggest is that there should be two kinds of watches that every person should possess. One with a leather strap, black or tan or brown colored watches, and the second is the the metal one, golden or silver, the one that looks very elegant in during weddings if you're wearing traditional clothes. So this these are the two types of watches that you should definitely possess. One with a leather strap and one with a metal strap. Okay, Rakesh, does that answer your question? Okay. Yeah, is office sleeper good to wear? Okay, now that depends on your office culture. Uh, if you have to remove your footwear outside and then work in the office environment, then yes, you should definitely wear slippers. But there are different categories about slippers as well. Make sure that it looks good. All right. Sir, I hope I answered your question. Itin, sir. Yeah. Okay, Hussein. Good hairstyle that again suits your personality. Okay, you can experiment. You can ask your salon person to experiment again. There are a few things that will look good on you. You can actually Google images about yourself. There are again softwares and there are again technology that can help you out with the shape of hair or the hairstyle that can look good on you. You can grow beard definitely, but the point is that it should be trimmed properly, it should be maintained properly and regularly. For an interview, again, I mentioned in the previous section as well that that depends. Certain offices, certain industries do not encourage bearded look, but there are industries, there are companies that are okay with you having a good beard, right? So be with the company, know the company rules. You can definitely own a good mustache and a good beard. The only condition is keep it trimmed and keep it well managed, well trimmed. Smartwatches, Devashri, yes, they are definitely okay because they are the in things right now. But good, Devashri, a good question. Smartwatches are definitely okay. The thing is, don't keep looking at it. When you're in a meeting, when you're in an interview, and you have connected your phone with your smartwatch. So every time a notification comes in your phone, you have to turn around and look into your watch. That is actually very, very rude to the person with whom you're sitting. They feel that you are actually looking at your time, whereas you were actually looking at the notification. That looks rude. So smartwatches, yes, definitely okay, but put the notifications off when you're in an interview or when you're in a meeting. Okay. Anything else, people? And we can continue. Sir, Hiten sir, is this okay? Did I answer your question? All right. Okay. So we can move ahead to the second part of improving yourself, developing yourself. All right. Let's see how that comes. A little bit of self improvement. Just a minute. Okay. The first thing, analyze yourself. This is what we talked about in the yesterday's session as well. That when it comes to the questions of uh, know your strength and know your weakness, analyze yourself. If you want to progress in life, honestly analyze the traits of your character. Know who you are. Know what are your shortcomings. Know what are your strengths. Know what are your weaknesses. Analyze yourself. Know yourself well. Learn things about yourself. This is the first step in which you can develop yourself, you can improve yourself, and you can grow on it, go for a longer way if you know exactly who you are. So, analyze yourself. Coming to the next point, the moment you know about who you are, the moment you know about your strengths and your weaknesses, improve. Enlist your bad habits and try to get rid of them. That means know what your bad habits are, know them, understand them, and of course, try to get rid of them. Try, see if that can be changed, that can be removed, if that could be done. So, improve. No one is inferior. Now, this is a very important thing. We should not only uplift our standard of living, but also help others to do so. There's a very famous phrase that is going on right now: "Sauno saath, sauno vikas." That means everyone can develop together. We are here, and as like friends, we are here as a family. Thousands of hundreds of years ago, many years ago, in fact, we Indians had given a phrase called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We have always believed that the world is a family. We treat others as a family. So, in that case, we do not think of others as being inferior to ourselves. If you are growing, if you are developing, let others be a part of that too. Let us all grow together. There should be no competition, there should be no rat race. All right, we are not here to prove ourselves the best amongst all. We are all in this together. Try to remove the feeling of inferiority in others, love them, and have good behavior towards them. If someone has done something wrong, if someone does not know anything, do not make fun of them. You can teach them. There could be certain aspects where they are better than you, and you can learn from them as well. So let that be a give and take thing. If, and of course, not in a business wise that if you teach me something, I'll teach you another thing. No. The point is, if you are not perfect, no one else is. Do not think of others as being inferior to you for whatever reason. So, no one is inferior. Let us all grow together. Let us all develop together. Put yourself in others' shoes. Now, this does not mean that you should keep on going on wearing different shoes of different people. The point is, think from their perspective. Think about what they are going through. Do not laugh at people when they're in difficulty or in trouble. Think, be generous towards them, And another point, if you cannot help them, don't create a problem yourself. Think through their point of view, think about what they are going through. You will know the certain decisions that the person has taken. It will only be possible if you think according to their prism. They might have a different outlook towards life, they might have a different outlook towards the problem that they're going through. Every problem has different solutions. So think why they have done that. If they are angry, why they are angry. If they are not really kind and generous, there might be something wrong. Why don't we help them? Even if we cannot help them, let us not judge them. Let us not create problems ourselves for them. Let us be kind towards everyone. So put yourself in others' shoes. Think of how they are thinking. They might be right. They might give you a lesson to learn for the lifetime. So put yourself in others' shoes. I comes before you. In English letters of alphabet, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U. I does come before you, but not always. Right? During conversation, do not just keep talking about yourself too much. When you're meeting someone for the first time, or even if you're meeting someone for the nth number of time, do not just keep asking or talking about your own self. Let them speak. Let them introduce themselves. Let them talk about what they are going through. The point is that it's a conversation. It is not one sided paragraph writing or not monologues. It is a dialogue. Let the others be a part of it. Right? So, what happens generally is that when you keep on talking about yourself, okay, now here, please don't mention that I have been talking continuously since like what, more than half an hour now. This is not the case to be presented here. When we are talking, let it be we who are talking. Right, so I does come before you, but not always. So do not keep talking only about yourself, your likes, your dislikes, your way of thinking, your way of talking, your perspectives, your ideas, your problems, your solutions, and how great you are. Let the others be a part of that conversation as well. I'm very sure everyone must have met someone who just keeps on talking and bragging about their own self. Let us not be that person. Let us be the person who is kind to others. Let us be the person who listens to others. Because we really need listeners now. We have a lot many talkers. We need listeners as well. Because anyway, a good listener is always a good talker, is always a good person who can talk about different things. Learn. Okay, so during conversation, stop talking only about yourself. Again, adding to that, listen to others. You can develop your personality by listening to everyone politely. Just look at this example. Right now, I'm saying something to you. This idea that I'm talking to you about, this idea that I'm sharing with you, are my personal observations, are my personal tips, my personal suggestions, my personal pieces of advice. You might like them, you might not like them. The point is that in this half an hour or an hour of session, there might at least be one thing that you might have gathered, that you might have known, that you might have got, and later on you might improve upon them. So even if you think that the ideas of the person who is talking to you are completely baseless, and even of not of your interest, you do not even like that topic, at least listen, be polite. There might be something of importance to you. There might be something that you can develop yourself with. Right? So develop your personality, listen to everyone politely, and be there. That is very important. Now with the onset of our smartphones, what we generally do is that when once we know that the person keeps on talking about themselves, suppose you are in a gathering, in a meeting, in a wedding, suppose, and you feel that the person is continuously talking about themselves, what we generally do is we just randomly take our phone. Oh, just excuse me, I just got a call. We do that. It is okay, but the point is that if you find the person doing something like that to you, know that you have to stop talking about yourself and make others also talk. All right. So listen to others. Do not talk a lot about yourself. Praise. A little word. Everyone loves to be praised, right? Everyone loves to be appreciated. We all love to be appreciated. If someone says something good about you, you like it. So why don't you make others feel the same? Make others feel happy. Praise them for anything good that they have done, and do that regularly. Now, another point that I'd like to mention here is that there's a difference between praising and, actually buttering someone. The person can understand if you're being fake or not. Be genuinely happy and genuinely praise the person. If they have done something good for you, or if they want something good, if you think that they have done something well, if they have got a new fresh haircut, if they've got a new fresh shirt, if they have changed the color of their hair, if they have done something good, praise them. When you go to someone's house, when you go to someone's office, just a little like, nice place. If you meet someone for the first time and you really like the name, it might be the very common name. You might have heard the name thousands of times, but just nice name. That can make others feel happy. That can make others feel valued. So praise them. Anything that they have done is at least good for some person, praise, and do that regularly. And I really mean it, okay? Do not go on buttering someone, but praising is necessary. Please do that. Praise the gestures. When somebody brings any gift to you, don't forget to praise it. Like, suppose if it was your birthday and you're expecting tens and thousands of cakes together, but if you just get one cake from your best friend, be happy about it. If you're expecting a diamond ring and the person just gets a rose for you, be happy about it. Because you have never expressed your expectations. Even if you have, the other person might not be willing to do that. Whatever small thing that the person does for us, it is something that makes you feel valued. It is something that makes you feel that the person respects you, the person loves you. So even if it was something that you were expecting, it is not something that you were expecting, that's okay. Praise the little things that the person does for you. For example, right now, honestly, openly, let me be thankful to the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, because they have kept these sessions for all of us, because they have invited us as a team together so that we can communicate. It is not that I have a lot of knowledge and I'm here to brag to you about it. But the point is that I loved getting your responses. I loved being a part of this institute. I loved being a part of this family. Because of them, we could meet. So, a big thanks to the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, Ahmedabad chapter. Thank you, Mitesh sir. Thank you, Malhar sir. Just this much. And I really mean it, okay, sir, if you're hearing, thank you so much. The point is that it really comes out. Okay, the person can know if it is fake, the person can know if it is genuine. So be genuine when you're praising someone, even if it is a little thing. At home, when you're at home with your parents, if your mother has cooked something, if your sibling has cooked something for you, just a little something like, it's amazing. आज ये तो सरस बन्यो छ, ये तो आज बढ़िया खाना बना है यार. A little thing. And I'm very sure that the next time onwards, you'll get better food. It's just a little thing that you have to say, right? Do that. Praise the little gestures that someone does for you. A very important, a very magical, a very beautiful word, love. It is the greatest magic in the world. Now, here, of course, we do not talk about love in a finite definition point of view. Love can be towards your family members, love can be towards your siblings, love can be towards your partner, love can be towards animals, love can be towards strangers, love can be towards the entire universe. The point is, love everyone openly, be happy about it, okay? And if you love someone, the next part, express it. We are all humans, we need love, right? So If you love someone, express it. We generally forget to do that. We generally are ashamed to do that. We are generally frightened to do that. Please don't do it. If you love someone, express it. And here, I definitely do not mean about relationships. I mean about every person. May it be your parents, may it be your teachers, may it be your friends, may it be your siblings, even yes, your relationships. Express your love. Make them feel that you love them. And love definitely does not require precious gifts or expensive gifts or long, huge, fancy words. Just a little hug, just a little thank you, just a little surprise. Take them out for lunch, take them out for dinner. Just make them happy. Try to express how you feel. You might be very bad at words, but you can never be bad at hugging someone, right? So if you love someone, try to express it and do that genuinely. Please begin that from now onwards. As soon as this chapter gets over, as soon as this workshop gets over for today, go and tell your parents, go and tell your family members that you love them. Be happy with them, spend time with them. And especially about the older people in the family. If you're lucky enough to have your grandparents living with you or you staying with them, tell them that you love them. Tell them that they are important. Tell them that you are thankful that you coexist together in this huge, wild world universe. And it was not a coincidence that we met, it was meant to be there. So express your love, express your emotions, and it is okay to express things. It is okay to have feelings, it is okay to have emotions. Nothing wrong. It does not make you any less the person that you are. Boys can cry as well. It is not just um, a message for the girls as only. Do not think about what the others would feel. If you feel that you could express it well in a different way, do that. Make the person know that you love them. Be polite. Okay, now one thing that Bollywood has done to ourselves, to the culture of India, is दोस्ती में no sorry, no thank you. अरे भाई क्यों? Why should there be no sorry, no thank you, no please in friendship? Anyone could be one with a thank you, please, and sorry. Be polite and say it like you mean it truly. There are people who just say, when suppose there are many parents whom I see that when the kids are very young, they ask them to say sorry, and the kids are like, sorry, kah de tu. Bas, be genuine when you are saying sorry. Be genuine when you're saying thank you. Be genuine when you're saying please. The point is, and please do not do that only to the people whom you think are important for you. Be genuinely thankful, be genuinely sorry, and show gratitude towards everyone. Suppose if you're going on a restaurant, suppose if you're going in a hotel, the person comes and takes you to your table. Just say thank you. The person serves you food. Yes, it is their job to do that. But why can't you just say thank you? The person brings a bill towards you, the person uh, takes you out, just say thank you. Even if you're ordering something, why can't you just add a word like please? Can you please give me some water? Can you please repeat this order? Just a little word. Trust me, that helps. Okay, that definitely does not mean that you will get huge and big discounts, but that definitely means that you will get your order on time and in a better way, possibly more delicious or possibly in a larger quantity. That depends. But even if you do not, that is okay, right? You feel good, the other person feels good about you. So keep on using these words: thank you, please, and sorry. Be polite and say it like you actually mean it. You mean it truly, genuinely, from the depth of your heart. So be polite. There are people whom you know, of course, there would be people whom you know who keep on criticizing about everything, about everyone. This is not right. This is not the way you should be doing it. This is very wrong. You do not know anything. You do not be that person. Be careful of what you say about others. because others might say the same thing about us at different times, at different places, and in this way, they form a public opinion about us. It is always mentioned about karma that it strikes back. If you keep on criticizing someone, be very sure that you will be criticized. If you are being kind towards everyone, be very sure that kindness will come back to you. If you're being polite, people will be polite towards you. If you respect someone, people will respect you. The point is, do not do it to get good things in return. Be genuinely good, be genuinely polite, be genuinely kind to others. As much as you smile, the more smiles that you will get. So stop criticizing, stop being negative about everything, stop being so pessimistic about everything. Be optimistic, be happy, be open. Stop criticizing. Be independent. Now, this is something that we have all always heard about being financially independent. The point that I'm talking about here is not being just financially independent. The point is about being independent. Think about it. Whom do you want if you want to become happy? Define happiness in your terms. Does it include a lot of money? Does it include the world tour? Does it include a lot of people? If I'm with my friends, I'm happy. I need certain things to become happy. Instead of that, be independent. Be happy with your own self. Love your own self. Be comfortable with your own self. If you need to travel, you do not need to be dependent on someone else. You can become a solo traveler. If you want happiness, you don't let your happiness be based on anyone else. Let your happiness be independent of anyone else. Be happy by your own self. Learn things by your own self. Get experiences by your own self. Be happy. Independence increases our good qualities and slavery increases our bad qualities. Do not be dependent on anyone. Definitely not financially. Very soon you'll be earning a lot of money, hopefully, yes. And you will be leaders in the world. But if you're not happy with yourself, if you're not comfortable with yourself, things will definitely be different. So be independent in finding your own happiness. Be happy with yourself. Let your thoughts fly. Have newer outlooks towards life. Have newer thoughts about life. Independent thinking and freedom to work is the only source of progress and welfare. Think from a different point of view. Think from a different perspective. Know different things. Learn different things. Be open. There are certain cultures there are certain rituals that are there in India. Question them. It is okay to question them. It is okay to know if they are correct or not. And if they are not, can you change them? Can you bring in new thoughts, new ideas which can actually help a lot of people? If you heard about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he did something that we are very thankful for even today. The abolishment of sati system or the abolishment of female infanticide. There are many rituals, yes, they are taking place even today, but the way it has been eliminated, isn't that good? So if you feel that certain thoughts, certain restrictions are wrong, if you can question them, if you can think about that further, if you can bring about changes in the world and make it a better, a happier place, let your thoughts fly. Share your thoughts. There would definitely be thousands of people who would be there to support you. In this world where the globe is a small little thing, you will find support, you will find solutions. You might not even be hurdled by anyone, anything right now. So let your thoughts fly, bring in new ideas, question the old ideas if, of course, they are harming anyone, and proceed ahead. Let the world be your playground. Learn new things, experiment with new things, bring about good changes, bring about happiness and joys in the world. Be positive and open towards all. Positive attitude is of great importance in our personality. Of course, we do not like people who have narrowed outlook. Certain things should only be done in certain ways. Why can't we think outside the box? Why can't we have creative solutions towards everything? Be open. Accept the solutions from others. Accept the suggestions of others. It is okay to receive feedback. It might not be of use to you, but that means that the person has known you well, has understood you well. Accept their feedback, accept their suggestions, and see how that works for you. In life, only that person is considered well behaved who has a positive and a healthy bent of mind. Do not be like a horse whose eyes are closed. Be a human. Look towards everyone with equal importance. Be positive. Be open. Have an open outlook. Be open to criticism. Be open to newer ideas. Be open to newer thoughts, to suggestions, to advices, to improvement. So be open. Be happy. Be positive. Develop a broad attitude. Generally, we get attracted to a person from the first look. The real beauty of a person does not lie in his physical appearance, but the way he works and the qualities that he possesses. That is why it is important that we improve our mental outlook to develop our personality. See how one broad attitude, one broad thought can change your mind. One new idea can bring about positive changes, a lot many positive changes in your life. So develop a broad attitude, be open towards everyone. Adjust. If you've been in India, this is the least that I can expect from you. If you traveled in metro trains, or if you traveled in city buses, or if you traveled in auto rickshaws, tuk-tuks, you know that we need to adjust there. Why can't we adjust everywhere else? Why can't we adjust with our family members? Why can't we adjust with our friends? Why can't we adjust where we actually need to? Every individual should develop the ability to adjust with others because we are social animals. We cannot survive on our own. We cannot survive living alone. We need others. And that is why try to adjust with them. It might be your parents, it might be your siblings, it might be your partner. Learn to adjust. See how that works for you. Because that is definitely the easiest and the best way to live our life peacefully, to live our life healthily. Adjust. Pray. To whatever religion you belong, to whatever culture you belong, to whatever country you belong, to whatever state you belong, whomsoever you think as the Almighty. Even if you do not believe in God, at least there is one superpower that is there. It can be just a dot, a speck, anything. But prayers are the best medicines for the soul. If you do not believe in God, that is totally okay. The point is that you can at least pray. There are certain prayers available that are not dedicated to any God, but they are dedicated towards the entire humanity. They are dedicated towards your own self. Pray, because that is the best medicine for your soul. Prayers can heal you, make you, and develop you. Here, when you talk about prayers, I definitely do not mean to pray just before your exams, just before you're nervous. Pray every day. And in prayers, do not ask for things. Be thankful for things. Be thankful, be happy that you received a wonderful day. Be thankful, be happy that you have people around you. Be thankful that you're happy. Be thankful that you have been provided with so many things. Be happy that you're alive. Be happy that you have all the things that you need around you. Possibly, yes, we need a lot many things more. But what would have happened if, even if these things were not with you? So be thankful. Pray to the Lord that you believe in as many times as you want, at least just after waking up and at least just before going to sleep. Just a little thank you. Of course, God does not expect, if at all He exists, He does not expect long prayers and long hymns and chants from you. Just a little thank you. The point is, you will feel good about yourself. You will feel light at heart. Try doing that. Try that now onwards. Just be thankful if something good has happened in your life. If you feel it's just not a coincidence, just say thanks, God. I know it was you. I know you're looking after me. I know you're taking care of me. Thank you, buddy. Prayers are the best medicines for soul, right? So do that. Keep on doing that. Believe in yourself. Now, uh, we have had sessions of so many motivational speakers. I definitely not mention the names here. The only thing that they keep on saying is believe in yourself. Can you not do that without them asking you to do that? You can do anything and everything. You just have to trust. You've reached this position of your life through thick and thin. You survived so many things. You've gone through so many failures. You've gone through so many heartbreaks. You can do that. If you've been through these things, you can definitely go through a lot many other things. You have the ability to understand and take pressure and stress and create wonderful things out of yourselves. Believe in yourself. You can do that. You can actually do that. Okay, never underestimate yourself, never question yourself. Always love yourself, always think that you can definitely do that. Always respect yourself. You will be able to do everything if you actually trust yourself, if you actually believe in yourself, if you actually have faith in yourself. So believe in you. Be true to yourself. The first point was analyzing yourself. After that, be true to yourself. Okay, think about the number of the people that are present in the world today. Billions of people, right? Why were you here? If there is a God, why did He create you the way you are? You are here, you are present, you are alive because there is a purpose for your existence. The way you are. Tall, fine. Short, okay. Fat, thin, dark, fair, the way you are. You are perfect the way you are. You are excellent the way you are. And you do not need others to tell you that. It is okay if you have a different body shape. It is okay if you have a different hairstyle. It is okay if you do not have a good beard. It is okay if you're tall, short, thin, fat, according to the standards of the society. You are the way you are. If you do not accept the way you are, no one will accept the way you are. You will keep on listening to different sentences and statements about you. If you are confident about who you are, if you are true to yourself, you will not be paying attention to anything else. And slowly and steadily, they'll stop doing that. People just want to traumatize you. People just want to make fun of you. People will definitely torment you, insult you, and then make fun of you. Do not let that happen to yourself. You are the way you are. You are perfect the way you are. If you scored less, fine. If you scored the highest, excellent. This is not the end of the world. Accept yourself the way you are, and everyone will definitely accept you the way you are. So be true to yourself. Smile. Smile is definitely the best weapon. People love you, trust you, and be comfortable with you if you smile more. Smile more, be genuine, be actually happy. If you can smile with when you're taking a selfie, if you can just smile for a particular second, for a few seconds, and then come back to your normal routine face, why can't you smile in every situation? Be happy from the depth of your heart, be genuinely happy towards everything that is going on around you. Smile. इतना भी ज्यादा नहीं कि लोग आपको पागल समझे, but smile, right? A wide grin towards everyone when you meet the person, when you shake the person's hand, because you sanitizer now. But smile when you meet someone. Smile when you're leaving. Smile when you're talking. Smile when you're creating something new. That will make people love you, trust you, and be comfortable with you. Smile as much as you can and the best way you can. Save. not just finances. Save electricity, save environment, little by little, every day. If it is finance, if you're saying saving every bit, a little bit every day, you'll never need to borrow from anyone in difficult times. The same is applicable if you save water, if you save electricity, if you save our environment. Do not question, as in, what can a little person or little effort can change anything? Okay, I will not use plastic, fine, but there are millions of people who are using it. What will happen if I do not do that? There are hundreds of people, thousands of people bursting crackers every day. What if I don't? How will that help? How will that change the environment? Okay, people, even if it changes the environment 0.001%, that is a change. Please do that. If all of us together make these little changes, the percentage can grow. The percentage can be impressive. And slowly, we together are here in this one little planet. Why can't we make that a better planet? Keep on doing little things that can actually make difference. Save electricity. When it is not a need, put the fans and ACs and everything off. Save water. When it is not a requirement, put the taps off. Save your words. If it is not required, do not speak. Save yourself from negativity everywhere. Save bit by bit, a little every day. Be patient with everyone. We keep on making mistakes. God forgives us every day. How God can be patient with us? We are not perfect, and God can be patient with us. Why can't we be patient with everyone? People keep on making mistakes, people keep on getting wrong things in their heads. Why can't we be patient with them? Instead of losing our temper, instead of losing our minds at someone, instead of losing our peace of mind, why can't we just kindly, simply, patiently, lovingly talk to them? Ask what is wrong, know and understand their points of view. Be patient, be understanding, be loving, be caring, be gentle. Because finally, even if they feel good or not, you definitely will feel good about yourself. You definitely will have a peaceful sleep at the night. So be patient with everyone for yourself. When you are with someone, be with them completely. Now, this is something that I really, really, really want to tell to this generation. It matters a lot. Okay, when you're with your family, when you're with your special someone, stop using your phone at that moment. Be with the person. When you are there with a date, when you're there with your family member, you go on to a restaurant, keep your phone aside for a few minutes. Even if it's just 1 hour, be with the person, talk to them. And finally, all these social media things that we are doing, WhatsApp status, Instagram status, stories, isn't that just showing off? Instead of being with the person that is right there in front of you, we are talking with someone who is possibly miles away and creating miles of difference between the person right next to you. Stop doing that. Be with the person with whom you are at the moment. Your family will love you for that. Your friends will love you for that. Your relationships will definitely improve. Okay, so stop using phones when you're with someone. It definitely matters a lot. Be with someone and be with them completely. Handle your defeats and victories. It is There are just two options when there's a competition. You either win or you lose. There's no other way around. Of course, there's a tie up, but anyway, the point is that if you win, be polite. If you're defeated, keep your morals high. At least one person had to win. If that is not you, that is okay. The next time, definitely it will be you. If not, possibly the next to next. But your days will come. Keep your morals high. Be patient if you're defeated and if you're victorious. be polite, be down to earth, be happy for others. Okay, so handle your defeats and victories equally well. Keep improving. No single day should go by without improving at least one aspect about yourself. There's no limit of improvement. There are so many things to learn, and in so many different ways from so many different people. Keep improving, keep learning new things, improve every day. At least a little word. Add something to your vocabulary on a day. Learn something new. Learn how to cook, learn how to do gardening, learn how to swim, learn how to do tracking, learn how to keep happy, learn how to be kind, learn how to save. Keep improving, keep on developing, keep on growing the way you should be growing. Thank you. That was it from my side. And now we are open for questions. Okay, I will also go to the YouTube part.
Sir, one question from
Yes.
Suhani.
Okay.
Sorry, Sivani. She is not able to comment on YouTube, so she WhatsApp me. Her
Okay.
question is how much voice to keep during interview when giving online.
Okay. Do not shout. The volume that you should be using when you're giving an online interview is the way you would be using your voice if the person was right next to you. Imagine that your laptop or the phone through which that you are taking your online interview is the person. That should be the tone of your voice, that should be the speed of your voice, and that should be the volume of your voice. Not too high, not too low. The person is right there, the person can hear you. Another point, if they cannot, they'll tell you to be a bit more louder. If they mention that, then you can definitely improve the volume of your voice. But otherwise, just talk natural. The speed and the volume in which you talk regularly, normally, that should be the volume and that should be the speed.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Now, one question from Rakesh: how to
Yes,
stop
sir. Yes, sir.
over?
Now, thank you, sir. I think I am on YouTube now, and I'll be able
Okay.
to read the questions also.
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
thank you
sir.
so much. Yeah. Rakesh, how to stop overthinking, stress, and fear from everything and change fast? Bad habits of ourselves to think broad and further. Rakesh, so many questions already, but the point is that if you already know that you have these questions and problems, you are already halfway. Okay, if you know that you are overthinking, if you know that you are stressed, if you know that you are afraid of something, that means you're already halfway there. The only part that remains is to overcome that. The point is that the moment you know that you're overthinking, stop thinking about that. Create new ideas, create new hobbies, go to different places, change the position of your sitting, do something, just go for a stroll, drink water. Overthinking can stop the moment you change your position. Stress, handle that. Of course, I'm not asking you to go for stress management courses and all, but learn to prioritize things. Okay, if there's something very important that has to be done at the quickest, do that. The second important thing, the third important thing, prioritize your work things. And I believe that is how you can go further. Bad habits, if you know the bad habits, then try to change them. It takes a minimum of 21 days. Okay, so for 21 days, make a habit of removing your bad habit, and that is the fastest that you can do that. How to stay positive in every situation, Akshay? uh, it is difficult, but it comes with practice. Okay, try to look at things in a different way. Of course, there could be nothing positive in many situations, but that does not mean that the situation has not taught you something. COVID, for example, was not a situation in which everyone could be positive, but that has taught a lot many things to a lot many people. Yeah, so let it go, see what happens, be positive, try to be positive in things that can actually matter and help. Okay, Divya, along with skill development, what should I do for building my confidence for interaction with people? Divya, don't do anything, keep on interacting, talk. Okay, your confidence will keep on building. Do not Go for any skill development course. Of course, this definitely helps, but learn yourself. Go out, talk, meet people, talk to them, even if they are strangers. Of course, safety is important, but talk. Okay, interact with as many people as you can. Your strangers, your neighbors, your neighbors, your family members, your friends, your siblings, strangers, the people with whom you buy things, shopkeepers, everyone. Interact, know them, learn them, understand them, be kind towards them, and that is how you can improve that. Yes, Devashree, I can definitely share the PPT. Okay, I think that is it. Okay, sir. Devashree's question is the last one. Is there any other question here? If I cannot see that.
No question, sir.
All right.
Last question from Devarshi only.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir,
Thank you. Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure
for a
indeed.
wonderful session. And on
Thank you.
behalf of Ahmedabad chapter, I would like to thank you for sharing your knowledge. So we are connecting, sir. One question I think received, right.
Yes. How
How
should we
should
react when we feel as someone is judging us? Let them judge you. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना. Don't worry if they are judging you. You do not react. You go, girl. Okay, you don't have to worry if someone is judging you. You don't have to worry about someone. What if the person is thinking about you? It is their business. अगर हम भी उनके बारे में सोचने लगेंगे तो वो क्या सोचेंगे, right? So do not worry if you feel that the person is judging you. It is okay. Let them do that. Be your best. Do your best. Let them judge the way they want to. Be who you are. Be the best. Okay. All right. Great. Thank you, people. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. We meet again on Saturday. Tomorrow, my colleague will address you, and we meet again on Saturday. If you have any further questions, I'm on Instagram as Dhaval Kataria. I will definitely love to react with you, people.
okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, sir.